Hello, it's me. Play video game person, man. I read through the comments. I also uploaded the last 2 parts, which I tried to fix the important bits of, so hopefully those are okay. That's basically it. I read the comments, this is the important part. Apparently I can run around the monastery. The game may have said that at some point and I just forgot, or didn't say it, I don't know, but apparently I can run, so that'll be useful in the future. There's also a hurricane showing up, so hopefully this goes up before inevitable power loss that will likely occur. Oh, the plot... Wait, what? Yeah. Sorry, burped and confused myself. While the plot to assassinate the Archbishop shakes the monastery to its core, you suspect the enemy may have a different motivation. Gasp. Oh, right. I forget it asks you to save before you do these missions. Apparently you can jump on this too. How do I jump? We'll figure it out, don't worry. I use my brain for something.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is finally here. Let's move ahead with our plan.
Leave it to me. Professor, are you in as well?
We've narrowed down
But
our
I'm hungry
objective,
was the choice.
kind of. So, let's show everyone that we can carry out our duties better than anyone.
We're counting on you, Professor.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
Whose righteousness, though?
It's
Mine
time.
or the god?
All right. Let's stick to the plan and go hide where we can watch over the entrance to the Holy Mausoleum. If anyone suspicious enters, we'll follow them in and take them down. Got it?
I feel like we should have... Is
Thank
it...
you so much.
Oh, there we go. Jumpy boy. Can he do anything else? Doesn't seem to be able to do anything else. He's
I
just a
have
jumpy
gratitude.
boy. I like load screens that let you mess around. We didn't get those for so long because, was it Bandai? Somebody had a trademark on many games and cutscenes. I think our inventory is fine. We do need to clean it out. Hold on. Apparently I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff and some inventories here. She'll be okay. She just has to switch weapons. Oh, you do need 2 bows, never mind. I was about to say, I don't think you need 2 of those. You can get rid of that and take the training sword. We good then? Yes, we are. Oh wait, there's bullion. Apparently, breaking weapons just turns them into rusted weapons, which we can deal with later. So, fair enough. I mean, we have, it turns them into essentially rusted weapons, I guess. Not like, you know, an actual rusted weapon, but the same sort of thing. I wish it took up the same inventory space, but that's fine. I wonder if I should buy more shields for people. Also, what do these do? I can use them. Well, see, I don't know if I want to use those on now, so... I guess I'll not worry about it. Alright. Let's have a gander at the map, see what we got. Do we have mostly melee up front? You go there. Keep Ash where he is probably good. And you're a caster despite being labeled as not a caster. Why can't I... Alright, whatever. Oh, I can't move Dimitri because he's required. So he has to go there. Okay. What do we got for enemies? We got a bunch of space over there. We got... offensive casters? Yeah. A lot of magic is what we've got. And also, you know, the fucking Death Knight hanging out playing Nintendo. A terrain that raises Evo. Especially get a dark seal. What does that do? Class uses dark. Oh. Look at that hit rate. And that might actually. Ooh. Crit rate's high. His stats in general are high. I like that Death Knight. Especially since there's nowhere to hide. There's a bunch of evasion floors if we could get onto those. What are these? Raises Riz. So they gave us floor tiles. I don't think about the defense is going to be very useful, but they did give us a bunch of floor tiles near the enemies that are theoretically helpful. Not so much that side, but we have res down there that we can sort of beat. I don't know. There's a bunch of tiles around. Don't know why there's magical tiles down here, but let's get started. 25 turns. That's a lot of turns.
It is as we suspected. The enemy is within.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
Takes a lot of time to open that seal.
The enemy is after the casket of St. Seros. Do they intend to steal her bones? We must defeat those enemies before they open the casket.
They want that crest, I guess. I don't actually know.
But look closely at the ground. There are contraptions of some sort in place.
Indeed. I've noticed them. I wonder if he moves.
You'll have to look closely at the enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from the best positions possible.
Oh, that's why there's defense over here. I didn't realize there were two melee people there. Is the same on this side too? Yeah. Well, that's just awkward, really. I don't think we can do anything about the central area. I think fighting him is best if we're on the avoid tiles, but he doesn't move. As we've now learned. So I'd like to not engage him with melee units, because they will get the shit kicked out of them.
What should I do?
Let's see if we can kill him with anything. Hold on. Smash? No. Helm Splitter does if it hits. The cost of some weapon damage, but I would like to just straight kill him. That'll do it.
A threat eliminated.
And he leveled off of that.
I will handle
You know,
whatever comes.
I'll take it. More strength is always better.
Ready.
You're probably not killing this dude. Never mind, you attack twice. With minimal damage as well as pretty nice.
Seems I prevailed.
So now what do we do about the sides? There goes the lengths. Can I change? I can't change her ship till next turn. So the sides aren't currently moving at all. That's defense. Can we aggro them down this way? Move a few people over that way.
I'm on it. Stay focused.
Same with this side.
Here goes.
I like how it has her marked as a sword unit just because she has that equipped. And yeah, I did notice that I'm getting more uses of magic as I change people's classes to things, which is pretty strong. God damn it. Move over there. No. Having some difficulty with buttons. I'll sort it out, don't worry.
I'll give it my all.
Here we go.
I don't actually know where I want her to go, to be honest with you. The number of allied deaths around that Death Knight will alarm me.
Prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
Fair enough, but also rude.
That knight looks like he has experience. It would be foolish to challenge him recklessly.
I agree. Particularly considering the quantity of dead allies, I'm gonna reiterate that. There's 3 of them right next to that dude. I'm alarmed about the 2 on the avoid tiles, because at the moment he doesn't move. But there are deaths on those avoid tiles. You can't really do anything there. Back to the plan. We can pull the archer down. What that's worth, which is basically nothing. Realistically, I should have, spun the camera a while ago, but it's fine. Yeah, you'll attract all of that. We're gonna pull the sides back. You attracted nothing. What is this? This is res. Which actually does nothing for us. Unfortunately, because the front line are not casters over here. Oh right, she can't pick that up. Shit. It could be good, but it delays so far. We'll pick it up. There's rusted gauntlets, those aren't very good, but hey, I've got them now. I was hoping he would dodge that. I didn't actually look at what the hit chance was, but that's alright. Oop, they're moving. So obviously I'd like to just kill this dude if possible. Alright, her gambit's a heal. And you can only assist from here. And no matter where I put her, she's gonna get targeted by that archer. Well, one of them is. I'd rather her, I think. Yeah, we'll do this. Archer's gonna get a free turn, basically. But... Now you dingleberries probably aren't gonna move until I step someone here. Which I may as well have you do. Because why not? And that should pull them towards us. Not that that res is gonna do anything, but I would rather they waste a turn moving. See, if I wasn't sitting on defense, I'd rather just move up here and fight this dude. But we'll patiently wait. It's unfortunate that's at a slight angle, but whatever. Oh yeah, someone mentioned that Felix's mercenaries were keeping him from proccing the passive, and you are correct. I completely forgot about that. I also forgot to remove his mercenaries.
That worked out.
But his passive is the one where he gets bonus stat if he doesn't have a mercenary with 0 durability. So I should probably do something about
Another
that.
win.
He loses the bonus stat from the mercenary, so there's probably a break-off point on that. I don't think I can change it now. Kinda just wanted to see his mercenaries. Which I thought you could see somewhere. There it is. Which is 2 physical, 8 hit, protect, and charisma. And he loses magic. And what's his passive? If we can see it, which, there's the unit. Look at him go. I don't think we can actually see it. Unless I can get over there. Can I get over there? I can't. God damn it. God damn it. 5 extra damage with no battalion. Is that worth the loss of... It would effectively be 3 because he gets 2 attack from the battalion, right? Wow, you can't double hit him. Anyone that can kill this dude in 1 turn, you can, that'll do.
That went as expected.
Anyway, is it worth him having the passive over the extra stats because he gets extra hit and everything? Who knows? I got a chest key. Is that... Oh, there is a chest. I was gonna say, is that something that you just randomly drop? But no, there's 2 chests, actually. And as was mentioned, it doesn't matter if I have the keys because I have Ash who can pick locks. But still. We're gonna get the key anyway. So I will want to heal him. Hammer. Oh,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Thanks for the XP. And you can smudge up. Chill for now. So they didn't move. Which unfortunately means I'm going to have to just aggro them. Could aggro one at a time, but whatever. They're strong enough that they can do this. Are they really not going to change targets? You really think that's a good target? Alright, dude. Whatever floats your boat. I don't need the extra move speed from his gambit. Makes you curious why I'm not using it.
The reinforcements haven't arrived?
They have reinforcements?
If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
Uh-oh. I wasn't anticipating reinforcements. You see my confusion now on their targeting priority. Also no damage, wow. Alright, turns out Dimitri was a little bit tougher than I gave him credit. Or those guys were weaker, one of the two. You're gonna heal him, right?
Sure, thanks.
Alright, so these are gonna be res tiles, which we can't get to, which sucks. We don't have the extra move speed over here, so... But apparently we are working on a time limit here. Well, let's move up as far as we can. That way, theoretically, hopefully, the enemy doesn't take the res tiles away from us. They're all targeting Dimitri for some reason. Not Dimitri, Felix. Same person, totally. Absolutely the same person, I don't know what you're on about. This side. These are going to be defense tiles, so they don't really matter as long as the enemy's not on them. Which this should keep them from doing. So we'll do so. You beat the dickens out of this man. Thank you.
Sufficient.
that's sufficient, is murdering him. Now the question here is, can you kill him in one? You can't, not even remotely. Okay. Neither can you. Neither can you. Let's use Cutting Gale to confirm it. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant for you to be attacking with. But you hit him anyway, so... Nice
The fight
gauntlets.
continues.
Kinda wish you weren't currently equipped with those now,
I'll
but
stick
that
with
was
it.
my bad. And I can't change them now as far as I'm aware, so... See, now he can't counter, because he doesn't have the bow, which is unfortunate. Which means they're both probably gonna... Nope. 11 damage, oof. Oof.
Not good enough.
They have very low hit chances, which is nice, but also surprising. I assume that's just a modifier of being on normal, the fact that their hit rates are so low. Okay. So if possible, again, I would like to pull those people from the north up. But this hinges on being able to kill these dudes in one turn, which we can't, but... Battalion max rank, let's go. That's a lot of crit rate for someone that doesn't seem to crit very often. You can kill though. That we waited that long for the cast.
Why am I even here?
Why are you here, Felix? Please explain. Who picked up the key? It was you. Yeah. Or can you move? Move up here. You can finish this one. These
Just give
Western
up.
church soldiers out here. We got dueling religions. And multiple people need help here, so... Where's my battalion? How come I cannot have a battalion? Oh, it won't... Oh, really? It's not allowing me to use the gambit because Ingrid is the one it's trying to target. And she doesn't need the healing. Alright, well... You can just wait, I guess. Death Knight's still chilling. He's gonna take a ton of damage from this. Unless he misses, which he won't. We're gonna have to heal Dimitri. My boy out here. Nice level. It was good. And there's the chest. Good God, that damage. Again, we may as well Cutting Gale. Well, no. Fire. I'll say we may as well Cutting Gale just to make sure he dies to an archer. Can you hit him from here? Does that be convenient? You hit him with curve shot, which is good enough. Trying to keep people moved up, especially
That's how
if
it
there's
goes.
stuff that's gonna be behind them.
Am I starting to master this?
I mean, you leveled up once, but you'd be excited, I guess. I won't put you down. Proud of you, my boy. Oh, our reinforcements. Nice pose. That's a healer and 2 casters? Yup. He's gonna be a bit of an asshole. He actually has a battalion. Ah, a couple people have battalions. Didn't occur to me before. I obviously want to kill him because he gives me a dark seal, plus the XP. Look at his stats, holy shit, dude. He's pretty good at a lot of things. Oh, I should look at his stuff over here. Unidentified army led by the Flame Emperor. This figure uses magic and can move again after taking certain actions. Makes him more scary. What you got down here? If unit initiates combat, grants hit plus 20. Good fucking god. Allows unit to move again after completing actions if there is movement remaining. Attack plus 5 when using a lance. Can't instant death, status effect, or movement effect. Can counterattack regardless of distance. Holy shit. I don't like this Death Knight. That's a spooky. Okay, well, you need to open this chest. I think. Does it move onto the tile? I don't remember. Or just choose the item. No, you don't even have it. That's right. That was the other side. The main character had it. Well, we're gonna... What do they use? Yeah, these are res, but there's only the one caster and it's a healer, I think. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we can move you up an extra. That's fine, because her thingamading, her gambit, has that range anyway. Gotta get the prayer circle.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh wait, that's me. I can't say you're welcome to myself. Oh my lord. Look at those stat gains. You may as well step on this and pick that up. Another rusted lance. Hooray, I would like to kill him, but he's spooking me. Because if he can counterattack regardless of range, then... I should have done that. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Can I just go... Wrong button. Can I go back? No, there's not an undo. Is anyone targeting him? You're not, for some reason. Oh, you can't reach him quite. You probably will. I see what you have. You only have heal equipped. Alright, well he's in a lot less danger than I initially thought I fucked him with. What's the strength on your bow? Pretty high because you have the other one equipped. That's basically no damage, but it's better than 0. I will have to heal him next turn instead of opening... I should have rallied first, but instead of opening the chest, I'll have to heal him. Just to be safe. Although I don't think he's in any real danger. All 3 of them having battalions worries me slightly. Oh, her lance is still broken. I never changed it. Oopsie.
Appreciate it.
Whoopsie daisy. An intermediate seal, let's go. Alright, before we mess with that side, let's move you over here and then heal you. I'd probably be fine just opening the chest. Probably don't want you on the front line, let's be honest here. What? Quite the aggro range you got there. And you can't reach him, which sucks. And you can't kill her, which also sucks. We can at least see if we kill the healer. Especially since she's here. Because we should be able to... Alright, I'll aggro that. Still actually targeting her. This is fine. We also need to, like, you know, get better weapons than training weapons at some point pretty soon. The fight continues. Possibly after this. Start getting people set up with steel weapons. They are heavier. They got that going. Oh, rest in peace, the healer. And he procced his crest twice.
Next time, bring your friends.
Well,
stronger, huh?
Some defense is nice. We still have a ton of turns left. I'm just worried about getting caught from behind here. We can definitely kill him. Worried about how much damage he's gonna do. Another rusted lance, good. But anyway, we can definitely kill this person. Can you hit him from there? Probably just gonna do it with her. Yeah.
Oh, I won!
I don't want to get too far away from Sylvain down here. I forgot his name for a second. Because he certainly can't handle himself against two mages. That's a lot less damage than I was anticipating. Easy dodge, let's go. I need to get Ash on that archer. Phase. Take a bit of damage there, don't you? That's okay, but you do take a bit of damage there. The leader person's not gonna move, so I don't need to worry about aggroing him with Felix here. Because he's on one of those buff tiles, he's not going anywhere. How far can you move? Not far enough to do anything. But I can gambit with you if I just do this. And those people in the center are gonna start coming up here soon, so if I can get my two sides grouped together, that'd be nice. And also, again, kill the Dark Knight, because I really want to kill the Dark Knight. You gotta go here. This is a very nice gambit. I like this gambit. It's the only form of AoE heal I have for right now, so that in and of itself makes it pretty strong. Okay, you guys are basically done. You need to open the chest, which is going to slow you down. Spirit does. But what we can do, start moving people that way and just have you finish this off. That way it's my melee units that are lagging behind, rather than the things that are actually capable of defending against magic a little bit. That's a bit forward, but you'll be okay.
Don't waste it.
I wish you hadn't done that. Oh, you missed. Okay. It was a good try, I guess. Now, these are avoid panels that they just stepped on, which is a little inconvenient because it means you can't even hit them from that far. What's the furthest? So her moving at all puts her at risk. Okay. I'm not worried about the other dude, just the casters. He's gonna soak up an extra turn, but that's fine. Because I really want, I'm gonna say it again, I really want to kill that Death Knight. Let's do magic. Make another vulnerary. Vulnerary. I'll pick that up later. Ingrid's strong, I like Ingrid.
You're finished!
The crit's
Seems
nice
I
too.
prevailed.
Just like that.
Okay, and I don't think you can move without aggroing now, so you just wait. What is the range on him? Oh, basically nothing. Okay. Again, I'm making an assumption that he's never going to move, which I believe to be correct. I don't need to rally. Alright, kill these mages, set ourselves up for the Death Knight. Oh my god. Oh my lord. She's not gonna do anything to her, but jeez. See how much they end up doing to Ash, or if it's just Bernadette, Bernie. Because it is just Bernie. Let's take 8 damage off of that. That's the healer that's doing that much. Not the mage, curiously enough. Oh wait, no. Yes? No. Yeah, that is the healer. I had a brain fart, sorry. We have to make sure they die so that we don't get extra damage on top of this counterattack. But I think we're okay on that. We're hit, let's go. Like you, for instance, can walk over here and just slap this dude real quick.
A threat eliminated.
I'm avoiding using Bernadette because
Not good.
again, she steals XP basically. I mean, it's not bad. We get what are they called? Look at her healing range. Holy shit. We get support points with her and me, so it's not all bad, but you know. She shouldn't get hit unless she misses, which she won't, so. Never mind.
You weren't ready.
And you are full health. And will counter if I do that. And you are not countering? Oh, you are countering, you're just not doing any damage. Holy shit. Mercedes, you're powerful. Nice fireball. You scrub. Alright, now we should be able to... Right. Training that's plus. Let's go. Now we should kill it without any counter. Now this is Death Knight. This Death Knight alarms me.
Another step forward.
How do we deal with the Death Knight? If it can counter regardless of range, then we can't simply abuse our ranged units. Oh my lord. Maybe we don't deal with the Death Knight. Perhaps that's what we do. We'll see. But I don't know. I don't think that's happening. Like you. What if he hits you? How much does this do? Yeah. I don't think that's happening. What about magic? A weak or 2 magic. Not weak enough. And you're also fast. You would kill me in 1 hit, but you get 2 for style points. Absolutely not fighting him, okay. Well, how are you intended to kill him? Because he does drop this. Like, even if I rally, which we're just gonna do for giggles.
My thanks.
Because you're the only one I think that could survive him hitting you. It's not even half. And I don't have nearly enough healing to dump into him to make him live another turn, so he would just die on the next turn. And his hit rate is so low, holy shit. Alright, I've making an executive decision. Fuck that. That is my executive decision. Who needs XP the most? Dimitri's 9, Sylvain and Ash. Sylvain won't reach this to kill it, so let's not get overzealous here. We'll just wait. Will you kill him? You do. Alright, Death Knight. I see your eyeballing me. I need you to not walk towards me. Like, if you somehow manage to learn the ability to move, don't do it. Okay. It's about to be real upset if it actually moved.
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
Will it? Because you're about to be dead. Ooh. A miss. We still got a level out of it, which is what I wanted, but a miss. That's a shit level. Right, Ash is gonna get countered. We already know that. He'll kill him though. Assuming he hits both of these, which is a pretty high chance. There we go.
That was tough.
And he's level 9, so not quite
I'll stick with it.
where I actually need him to be. He almost
It's no
hit him.
use. The seal is broken. You can't. A sword.
A sword? There's not a body in there, there's a sword. That's a relic, 100%.
What?
It's my relic now. Any number of other people could be helping here. But you know. It has a hole in
That
it.
sword is see. What a pleasant surprise.
Please do not walk towards me. Okay, he just left.
got away.
Thank God.
We have no choice but to let them go for now. Professor, the way that sword is glowing, I wonder.
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
We killed them all. Well, I mean, except for the Death Knight, but the spooky, scary skeletons. Motivation is maxed out. Sword of the Creator. Extending to reach distant enemies. Oh, it's the stretchy one from the cutscene. Durability is restored by 5 each time Sleepy chooses to rest. Okay, so that's basically the only reason I would ever rest, is if I want to restore that. But 5 doesn't seem like much. I suspect it's a very good weapon, but 5 per rest. I got other things to do, you know?
My thank you.
You're welcome.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands. May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Did we just kill him here in the hall?
Please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster! We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
Dot, dot, dot.
There you have it. It seems the assassination attempt and the attack on the Holy Mausoleum were all the work of the Western Church. As for the masked knight who led the attack, I'm afraid his whereabouts are yet unknown.
It makes no sense that the Western Church would try such a thing.
It just goes to show that the Church of Seros is not completely united. The Church is led by those here at Garreg Mach, and the Western Church doesn't have a strong voice on its governing council. I imagine the Western Church has harbored some resentment toward the Central Church for a while now. Ah, that's right. Geralt did say that you grew up outside the influence of the Church. The Church of Seros is split into a few branches across Fodlan, the largest being the Central Church, which is headquartered right here at Garreg Mach. The Western Church lies far to the west of Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lonato held his rebellion. It's situated on the far side of the kingdom's most impressive fortress, Aryan Road. I imagine the Western Church's intention was to eliminate Lady Rhea, and the Central Church's authority along with her. Naturally, the Knights will be riding out to question the Western Church's top officials. Or rather, to punish them.
When they do, Your Highness, we will likely be asked to help carry out said punishment.
Indeed. Now, I don't mean to be rude, Professor, but I must say your situation is rather unusual. For someone to grow up in Fodlan and yet never have any contact with the Church of Seros it's hard to believe.
I wonder why the Archbishop would hire someone like that as a professor.
So, those people from the Western Church were... Lady Rhea had them killed, didn't she?
Well, of course she did. Going against the teachings of Seros like that, quite unforgivable.
Those who stray must be punished, I suppose. That said, Professor,
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
What did I do? She knows about the sword.
The
I bet.
Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Saros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
Ah, that's why it zoomed in on the circle.
As
The hole.
expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
Please don't. He spooks me.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Saros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation.
Also called a thief.
However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Saros was forced to destroy him.
Oh, that sword was in fact not his.
I beg you to reconsider.
I used it.
Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the
Why does she
Creator?
trust me so much?
The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
Catherine.
Cat...
Cat? No, it's Catherine.
Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way.
Doesn't have a crest.
It bears a hole.
where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
I wish I had cut a path that led to a sandwich, because I'm kind of hungry now. Exploring. There you go. There's the run buttons. Apparently there's two of them. I was told B, but apparently it's B and Y.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds.
Just want to point out we're still part 1. How many parts are there?
The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I like this art, but I'm still very confused about really anything it's saying during this. Jump. Jump. Can I do more than jump? Or just the basic jump? Can't sprint and jump? Nah, it's the same animation. Access the item menus to use, store, take, or swap items. There are new places to explore. Let's go. 4,000 Gs, let's go. That's a lot of money, actually. We have tons. We need to spend it on probably weapons.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
This is the downside that I'm not using steel weapons for, but I don't know that it matters. I can't remember off the top of my head the exact stuff that was said, but the weight of the weapon affects your attack speed, which affects your ×2 attack or whatever, your double attack, in comparison to the enemy's speed, you know, stats. And steel weapons are heavier. They do more damage, but I believe they're heavier and have a lower hit rate, or is it a higher hit rate? Not sure exactly, but... So the trade-off becomes, you know, maybe you can kill an enemy in one hit, not get the counterattack damage, but you no longer get the double hit that might guarantee a kill on another enemy, that sort of thing, but we'll see. We probably should be using them, though.
Students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
I heard about our mission for this month. So, we are to eradicate thieves in Kingdom territory. I'm sorry for dragging you into the Kingdom's petty squabbles. This should not be your burden to bear, but my own.
I assume that the 3 houses you pick, the story that occurs is based in those kingdoms, the Empire and the Alliance for the other 2. Because everything we've done so far does seem to be entirely revolving around the kingdom. Which just makes sense. you know, we picked it, so happy to help. I mean, it is just a
Thank you,
job, but
Professor.
sure.
Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease.
Your Highness? Ah, it's been ages.
Who the fuck?
It's been a long time. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, Your Highness. You've grown so much in those years. I hardly recognize you.
This is Rodrigue, an old friend of my father's. I believe I've mentioned him, if you recall. When my father died 4 years ago, he looked after me as though I were his own son.
You flatter me, Your Highness. It was my honor to care for such a fine young man. It's nice to finally meet you, Professor. My son, Felix, has mentioned you on occasion.
What brings you to the monastery, Rodrigue?
I like this dude's voice.
Is it the thieves plaguing the kingdom?
Not so much
I'm
his
afraid
facial
so.
hair, though.
This is not merely a problem for House Gautier, but for everyone. The thieves have set up their headquarters in Fraldarius territory, and are mercilessly pillaging the villagers of that area. You have our full support in stopping those dastards. I thank you for your help, both of you.
Is dastards a word?
I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
Gasp. Surprised Pikachu face. My character needs some sort of emotion, good God.
To wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
I wonder if that's why he wanted to keep me away from the church. A birthday. Manuela, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Can't have tea with Manuela, apparently. She'd probably go for something more than tea. Alright, well this is the best option for free time, I think. Yep. Also the first weekend, so. House versus House Lance tournament. Do we have a good Lance? We could just go to the market while we're exploring. Doesn't really matter. It also gives me the opportunity to look at the sword, which is gonna be under inventory, you dingleberry. It's only got 20, that's really low. I need to sneeze. That was a big sneeze. Might 7, hit 90, weight 9, whoops. So 1 less might, 5 more hit, 1 less weight. And it has a range of 1 to 2. Ability to use Ruptured Heaven. I wish I knew what that was. And I don't know that I can until we're in combat with something. But that's alright. Oh, there's a lot of supports. We'll do supports later. Hello, Sothis.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Sothis, you're not helping. You're You're making it worse, girl. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing, we're just gonna walk in a circle. But, well, now we can sprint. Look at us fucking go. We speed. That's actually, like, that's a proper run. I wasn't quite expecting that. I should still be looking for items, such as this one. Uncommon bait. You could also look in all the rooms, but man, it's so tedious doing this, to be honest with you. Part of me wishes I could motion control the camera, but then I played Splatoon for a little bit, which has motion control for the camera, and I wanted to die. For the aiming, I should say.
I'm not secretly eating cake.
There might be a better way I could hold the controller to make the aiming easier, but it felt real janky. And I know you could change it to the control stick. I can sense it.
Okay. What's Bernie doing right now? Oh, fine. You got me. But keep it a secret, alright?
Does she just stockpile cakes in her room? Gotta do all these items too at some point. It was mentioned that... That's way doing needlework. It was mentioned that lost items are in the area that someone was in... Sorry. They're in the area that someone was in last month. So you can use that to figure out whose item it is a little bit easier if like you're unsure. But that does also require me to have a memory of this sort of information that's longer than approximately 20 seconds. So that's pretty cool and neat to know, but I'm not gonna remember where people are, unfortunately. Ambrosia. Gotta use all these items too, I keep forgetting. I don't know, let's get some flowers, some green and some purple. Purple's a lovely color, by the way. And these can be free cultivated. Easy clap. Hello, Manuela.
It's awful, just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
What's wrong with a little cowardice? Alright, I'll do anything that takes points for now. Save the points for last. We'll save technically the items for last and then points.
Maybe.
Fishing later. Hello, Flame.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways?
A sideways fish?
Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Pick up the objects that are scattered on the ground in front of the saint statues. They're gonna bless me with some fish, I guess. Still don't know what to do with renown, I just know that it's very useful. Can you stop barking? Why do these dogs animate like that? Why do they move so slow? Hello, gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Never anything to report.
Come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Just need to work on it, dude. Iron welding material. Hello? Random villager.
Your help.
Head to Madrid Way. Take down the bandits. New merchants will come to the monastery to sell their wares if they know that the area is safe. We get merchant, military, and bandits as well. Choose the battle option or day off. Yeah, I figured that much out. I sometimes have a brain that works. See. Look at this cat go. He's having a great time. All like 200 pixels of that texture are having a great time. Where are you? Oh, the blacksmith.
Would you help me out?
And I've already found the iron welding material, so I did it.
Count on you.
So now I can fix my shit.
Hey there.
And forge apparently, but also fix my shit. Did she fix the sword of the creator? So I guess we should take stuff all the way down to breaking. Oh, I can't even fix rusted. They could be forged into iron gauntlets. Okay. So rusted gets forged, broken gets fixed. Oh, that weight is huge when it's broken. Holy shit.
Is this it? There you go.
Does it take less to repair partially? No. So you should definitely go all the way to broken.
Is this it? There you go.
If you're gonna repair stuff. Is there a way to sort this? No.
Is this it? Is this... There you go.
Is this it? There you go. Is that all I broke? Yeah, everything else is just close to breaking. Forge. You even got rusted stuff? You do. These are just basic, but still.
Is this it?
Now does weight only apply if the item in question is equipped?
There you go.
Someone can tell me that at some point.
Is this
There's a
it?
fucking collector of rusted lances out here.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Anything else rusted around here? There's a rusted sword. Somewhere. This is not organized, and I hate it.
Is this it?
Oh, I know why it's not organized. It's probably showing, yeah.
Is this it?
Showing all the character items before the convoy items.
Is this it? There you go.
Is this it? There you go. Alright, is there anything else? It's a bunch of rusted axe, there's a rusted bow.
Is this it? There you go.
This takes a while, as it turns out.
Is this
But it's probably for the best. It gives me a whole bunch of extra weapons.
Is this it? There you go.
And then at some point I'm gonna have to sort out inventories with weapons and such that people can use, because a little bit messy at the moment. Alright. So what does forging this do? It turns it into plus. Does what? Increases might. I can't up a plus either. Oh, because those are just training plus. Okay, I see. I can make you into a steel axe. Look at that hit rate go way down. So plus simply makes it better. Tiering it up makes it stronger but with more disadvantage. Understandable. I wonder if it's worth turning everything into plus. It's quite a lot of money. But again, it is just straight improvements. Oh, it even reduces weight on some things. Increases durability on them. We'll up as many iron weapons as we can for now.
Is this it?
Probably should up the one that's not about to break for the time being. This iron bow, for instance.
There you go.
We're gonna run out of materials pretty quick, but that's okay. In fact, we're already out of materials, so never mind. Training bows? It can't do those either. Alright. I like the blacksmith. Blacksmith is
Come
great.
back anytime.
What about you, armor? What do you sell?
Welcome.
No, what do you sell? Javelin. So it's a weaker lance, well, a much weaker lance weapon, but it has a slight range on it. Probably the same with the hand axe, yeah. Already had one of those. A mace. Ravages armor, lower might. Same as a training axe. Mini bow. What would be the purpose of this? Well, I guess it does give you that range 1, but you still can't follow it. Still can't counter attack. Words are hard. I don't know. I don't think we buy anything.
Come back soon.
We're gonna probably should do that like well, we'll do it after this video. Because I think the rest of this video is going to be walking around the monastery if that's not your thing. I have so much shit. Am I selling or buying? I should be selling.
This one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I can sell this door key apparently.
This one? This one?
Because I got it on a level without a door. And if there's a door, the game gives you a key for it, so.
Thank you.
I've been told that I could sell that. We should use those. I assume it's a usable item and not simply an item in your inventory. But after the end of this video, before I do anything else, like while I'm still in the free wandering mode of the monastery, we'll just sort everyone's inventory out. Look how fast I am. I'm so speedy. Oh, right back through the building. I kind of just wanted to be over here to see if there are items, but I forgot how far up it goes before you get to items.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
What if the sword of the Creator is her remains?
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
I mean, it's fair enough. You get a crest, you get dragged into stuff you don't want anything to do with.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
What impudence. I agree, actually. Out here stealing shit.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
I just realized my objective was to accept the quest from Sudden. I was just wandering around. Hello, Gilbert.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Don't need to call someone out for being formal, that's just rude. So you train many things, including heavy armor. Apparently it's a good idea to simply just focus on a few things, instead of trying to get all stats up, and then see if you can recruit people for those stats. Or, you know, finding someone you want to recruit and getting those stats, you know what I mean. Kuriko.
Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
I suspect he doesn't want to see his family, but that's alright. Anyway, someone that cares for horses.
Hello?
Professor.
Could be a lot of people, actually. I don't think it's her, but real quick.
And some are.
Because we're here.
What's this?
Yeah, it's not hers. I didn't think it was hers, but while we were passing by here, I figured we'd check.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
That doesn't seem particularly fair, but...
Hello there.
Welcome to churches, I suppose.
Oh.
Hello.
That man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it?
It was.
House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Srang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Indeed. We don't speak of that though. Hello, Rodrigue, before I speak to you. Go hang out with Sylvain, my boy.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
I feel like that's gonna be a little awkward, all things considered. I know you think he's a piece of garbage, but you know, brother.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month.
Thank you.
To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered.
I don't know about
I
that.
hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
He seems a little bit sturdy. Maybe it's just me.
Professor, have you seen my son perchance? I have need of him.
I haven't, actually. So I have no idea. We haven't talked to Felix, right? I don't think we have. I don't know. I'm gonna say he's in his quarters.
Is that so? Thank you, Professor. I must ask him not to distract you, Professor, nor His Highness from the matter at hand.
I don't believe that's where he is. But that's what I've chosen now, so fuck it. Moving on. Now you're getting asked questions about things I don't know about and not having an answer that says I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember?
I don't even get an
Is that
option.
having possibility? I have amazement.
I like Petra. Petra's alright. I don't know where I'd rank her, but Petra's alright. Hello, Casper. Yellow item. Unused lipstick. Who likes wooing women? Well, is that another item? There it is. We're just gonna go that way anyway. So fuck it.
I'm gonna keep training until I can beat you.
Good luck, dude. That ain't happening. That was a short chat. Thanks for the info, I guess. Best pest practices. We're almost up to C now, which is pretty good. Apparently you max out at 10 points, which is a lot of points.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be?
It's very important. I'm not sure. I have the most powerful crest, but I'm not sure.
Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest.
I'll take mussels over crests any day. Heck, I'll take mussels over a hot meal.
I doubt that.
Actually...
Yeah. I think you'd rather have the hot meal. Which we never actually went in here. Or through here, which occasionally has items, so I guess we should investigate. It's very hard to spin the camera and sprint at the same time, I just want you to know.
Hello there.
I'm unaccustomed to the crab strat. Sorry, the claw strat, not the crab strat. That's an entirely different thing. No items?
Yep.
Oh, I guess no items. I've been betrayed. Might be because there's no people here. They only put the items near other people, perhaps. I don't know what you're laughing at. There's an item. There's also a person nearby, so... Feather pillow. I don't know who's picky about their bedding. And I don't know who was there last month, so... We'll figure it out. Might take a while, but we'll figure those out. Someone who adores sweets. See, I don't know where everyone is anyway. Flame likes sweets, doesn't she? But also I'm looking for someone in particular here. Who knows where they are? Mercedes likes sweets, but that's not who I was looking for. Is she not around, or am I an idiot? Annette, there she is. Hold on. Annette, where you at? There you are.
Not possible. Hey, Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away.
Oh?
You saw him by the entrance to the monastery? Thank you, Professor. Father, I found you at last.
Father? Anyway, have some sweets.
A lost item.
Oh, that's not yours, apparently. Doesn't she like sweets, or am I thinking of the wrong person? I thought she liked sweets. Dang it, Bobby. Well, who else likes sweets? Probably a lot of people, all things considered.
Allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
Sorry, I'm actually the cause. Maybe, maybe not.
What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
Stop trying to spook me. Those are all me. I'm actually the one in charge of all the planning for this sort of stuff. I should talk to you before we leave.
The Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
Something fishy going on there. Politics, man. Never makes any sense, but that's alright. It'll probably get explained to us in further detail. Excuse me, Annette. I have items to steal. Never mind, there's nothing in here. If there was something in there, though, I'd have had items to steal. Hello, Lenhart. You seen anything in here?
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed.
What do you think we hit
I
them?
admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long. Who were they to decide when I've been somewhere too long?
That was loud. I don't know why that was so loud, but that was loud. That wasn't me, by the way. That monk was definitely just trying to get people out of that room. Hello.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
Do I?
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
I don't know you go that far. That's mission assistance, why not?
Yeah.
Just randomly taking people on mission assistance, it's okay. Gotta have variety, you know? Alright, what's going on with the visitors over here? Travelers, their fancy master classes. Master seal for 2,700. Probably want that, don't I? Another master seal for 2,700. Umbral steel. People out here just duplicating these items. Do I want those master crests? I bet I do. I don't know how much they're actually worth. I mean, we had 2,200. Let's... We should probably do like this recon stuff. I don't actually know what it does. Go ahead and buy both of them. Whoops. Alright, let's do this thing. Solo recon. Trained by finding a traveler. You have 1 minute to search. But where are they and who am I looking for?
Not possible.
I don't actually know. Was it you? Oh, there you go. Found you. I earned a moderate amount of prestige. I don't know what that's for. That's some root vegetable seeds. I did it. Well, that was boring. I think I'm gonna pass on doing that a lot.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, who's in the training grounds?
I know Lord Rodrigue.
Yes.
He paid repeated visits to His Highness after the previous king was killed.
Say, I hear that a knight of Seros named Gilbert will be joining us for our mission this moon. He is skilled, which is surely a boon for us. Still, that was not very thoughtful of Lady Rhea.
Why not?
Ah, well... no, I do not. Not really. All I will say is that we have trained together a few times in the past. House Gautier is Sylvain's home. It would be nice of you to check on him as well.
Sylvain, you say? Metal piece from a sword belt.
Hello.
Devoted to training. Hello.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
I don't know who this is or what importance he has for literally anything. Who's my best lance user? Probably Ingrid. C+. Oh, Dimitri as well. 18, 11, 12. He's way stronger than her. Yeah, it would be Dimitri. Make sure Dimitri has something in his inventory. He's got a steel lance on. Okay. We will enter Dimitri. Recommended level 8 or higher. Oh, right, they give you a weapon. He's 9. He's pretty strong at 9. We're facing Hilda. I don't think most of these people are actually spear users. Sorry, lance users. Alright, Dimitri. Make your family proud. I wish you had done more than 14 with these hits, because you're gonna hit twice for it. This is loud as hell. By the way,
I must stay focused.
an extra 5 damage he didn't really need to take. I'm not at all worried about her. Let's be honest here. She's not cut out for the spear. They're also all only level 6. Oh, we hit twice here. We are still gonna get hit once. So 5 damage. Which isn't bad.
I must stay focused.
Alright, who's next? I think we have 2 more opponents left. Leonie. Not necessarily dangerous, but we are going to heal. Because we're going to get hit twice. 12 damage. Pretty substantial. Unless she misses, which is unlikely.
Who's next?
You got this, Dimitri. I believe in you. Ferdinand, not going to miss. And we'll take 3 hits to kill, so we get hit twice for 10. Or spewed up.
Is that all?
Is that the last opponent? I don't remember. Hey! Congratulations! Intermediate seal for victory. And we got some at professor level. Neat. It did take up time, but there's a tournament. I'm gonna do the tournament, you know? I think I really needed the seal, but it's nice to have. Alright. So let's go up to the 2nd floor. Let's pick up this item first, and then go up to the 2nd floor. All these lost items that I have to figure out, man. I'm bad at this. Oh, that's right, we hadn't done the other quests either that I had picked up, which was like pick up stuff in front of statues. I don't even know where the statues are. Geralt, you say?
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around.
Thanks, Sedith. Very useful of you. This month only.
I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
At the battlefield, hone your skills. We get training weight ×1. Hello.
You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly.
Time to destroy the church. Let's go.
You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
Is that an option? Can I destroy the church?
May I ask a favor of you?
Find 2 students in your assigned house who are struggling with life in the monastery and give them herbs to alleviate their issues. Okay. Alright. I think that's probably all the quests. What's up with you? Ominous looking figure. Hello, Leonie.
Hey, you.
Have you seen Geralt? Yes, I am indeed.
Professor, are you looking for Captain Geralt? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Catherine? Possibly? Any shit I can steal? I guess the stuff that I'm gonna be able to pick up is mostly gonna be where people were last month if it follows that pattern. Hello.
Oh my! The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! Ha ha ha! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional.
I respect your self-control. Excitement is also understandable.
The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Excited I am. Thought he would like that, but he didn't really care for it. It's down here. Ah.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange?
He's just excited.
Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
Related to me, in fact. Not that you know this, and I probably won't know for a while, but still. Hello, monk.
Maybe. The assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent. Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Garreg Mach these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
I don't think he's kidnapping people. I don't think he cares to do that. Based on my very brief experience with his character. I feel like the Death Knight's got better things to do.
Hi.
Hi. Just passing by, but hi.
Well...
Spread is so nice. Really? Nothing in here? Alright. Alright. What about here? Can I go in here? I don't remember if this is open. No. Rude. May as well wrap back down this way. Just got people to talk to down here anyway. And we gotta do the second floor of the dorm too. I keep forgetting about that. Hello. Annette, apparently, struggling.
Father, I found you
You may have this calming herb.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's all the gifts I have for you. We'll head this way. This way, second floor, and then north. Depending on where this sends us. I told you it was Catherine.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave.
Oh, well.
There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
I don't need to ask Sedith this. It's like an inch above here. We're literally attached to it. You're gonna make me go talk to Sedith, aren't you? Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Really?
Why do I have to talk to Sedith to find out where the graveyard is? If you played this long, you hadn't noticed the graveyard.
Ah, the graveyard. Of course I know it. It can be a little hard to find.
Oh my lord.
Would you like me to show you where it is?
Yeah, sure.
Very well.
Hold on, we gotta, oh, there's the graveyard. It's hard to find, by the way. Let's go to the dormitory. Second floor of the dorm. And scour some rooms. Not that room, apparently. That room doesn't open, it's locked. There's not gonna be anything in here, is there? It's just gonna be a giant waste of my time, so feel it.
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall. If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
About that. A little late on that one there, Captain. You guys could just tell me if there's shit in here, that would speed up this process. It's probably not even worth doing this. The off chance that something's up
I
here.
heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
Thanks, I suppose. Glad I can recruit the child. I also thought that said spotted cattle for a second.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
Perhaps. We'll never know. I won't share my secrets. Because I don't know. Thus they're the greatest secrets. It'll just be this one item at the end of the fucking hallway. A portrait of Rhea. An emotional attachment to Rhea. Alright, let's go down to the cathedral first before we do the actual, like, main quest. Hello. Anyone got some complaints?
You guys have it
There's
bad in
one.
your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Aquatic capital? Atlantis? Occasionally asked to attend tea parties, but in truth, I do not care for hot beverages. Considered waiting... Be honest with your host. Just tell your host that you don't like a hot beverage before they pour up a tea for you, or whatever, you know? She liked it. Turns out Lady Rhea doesn't like tea, so I'll have to bear that in mind, I guess.
Okay. I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you. To be honest, he kind of reminds me of someone. But no, it must be my imagination, right?
It bothers me how frequently the icon or the portrait of the person doesn't match the person's 3D model. Like, that hair is not even remotely accurate. I get it's just a student, it's probably just a generic one, but there's been other people where the hair doesn't match up with the model. Hello, Mercedes.
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator.
Thanks.
It's strange though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants.
Why is she not confused about where it was located? Doesn't seem odd to anyone that that sword is located where there's supposed to be the, you know, the remains of a holy person.
The whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato.
Rip
What right
Ash.
do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes? There's going to be a big investigation into the Western Church soon. I wish I could be a part of it.
I think you might be a little
I wanna hear
biased
for
there,
myself
Ash.
why Lenato had to die. So the whole... That means they... What right to...
Sorry.
I wish I want to hear...
Forgot to give him the gift before backing out of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not much motivation to gain there, but that's alright.
I appreciate your effort.
Some fruits. What's going on over here that's so glowy? Oh, the items. Statue of Saint Macule. Said that his gift for strategy was unparalleled. Chief Tactician. Magical arts. Saint Indec. Wisdom and dexterity. Unskilled in the art of human interaction. Hold on one second. Alright. Why are there just pieces of this shit laying on the ground next to this dude? He doesn't seem to care. Empathy.
You have helped me so much.
You're welcome. I don't know how you knew I did that, but you're welcome. Oh, here we go. When you complete quests, paralogs, and auxiliary battles, you will earn renown, which can be used to restore the things. Various bonuses to your unit's group. Please talk to me.
Need something?
Lance skills, faith, EXP by 5,600. Luck and charisma max +5. So there's a max on skills. Are these my skills or everyone's skills? I mean, that's expensive to be fair. If I can upgrade multiple, I would definitely like to get that XP bonus. Class XP +1 would be pretty good too. Let's see if we can upgrade multiple. So we have a lot of Lance people anyway.
This one? You're all set.
Does it actually look better as I improve it too? Because that'd be cool.
You're all set. This one?
Doesn't seem to.
You're all set. This one?
We can indeed upgrade multiple.
You're all this one? You're all this one?
We'll focus on
You're
getting
all
the
set.
XP bonuses first. That's another 2, 3, 3.4. We can just
This one?
barely do it, which is actually really nice. Is this the best use of
You're
renown?
all
I don't
set.
know.
This one? You're all this one?
But in my heart, I feel like
You're
this
all
is
set.
probably a good use.
This one?
Because this is a 20% extra
You're all
XP plus
this one?
a little bit of bonus.
You're all this one?
Unfortunately, I have to listen to this dude say that every time.
You're all set.
I was off on how much that was, apparently. Okay, so we got the extra XP. We could get the class XP, and that is it. That's probably better than getting any of these specific ones. I don't know what Divine Pulse is. Oh, that's the you done fucked up thing they mentioned early on that I haven't actually used yet.
This one?
May as well grab this. Seems like the better general
all
one to
set.
have. Okay. I guess that's it. That's a lot of renown to finish upgrading these. I wonder if they stay between new game. Or between runs.
See you again soon.
They might not. They probably don't. That would make you real strong. If you had those maxed out and you just started a game on like the hardest difficulty, that'd make you a little bit too powerful, I think. An art book. Who's interested in art? Oh, he's like fucking upstairs, if I recall correctly. Anything around? Is there anything over here? Yes? No? Maybe? No? No. Okay. Just doing a quick item check and then we'll go over to the graveyard. Hey. How you doing, bud?
Let me see.
Be careful on the mission. You're not my dad, you don't tell me what to do. I don't know, this is probably closer. I don't really know which one is closer to teleport to.
Okay.
Hello, Geralt. I'm here to speak with you and also steal some items. From the graveyard there are none.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her.
Or at all.
She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
A ring, you say?
Well done. You have my thanks.
It's more renown. Okay. Time wore away the name. Of course it did. She was 20 when she died. That's unfortunate. Can I read all these, or are these just empty? They're just empty. I'm suspicious if someone dies in your run, they're gonna end up here. Get a little tombstone you can read. That would make sense to me, anyway. But that should be...
Hey. Hi.
You like that tree hanging out? Anyway, that should be everything. Talked to... Picked up. We've still got all these lost items. Sorry about that. I can't, that's right. I keep forgetting I can't look at the lost items from that screen. Which is unfortunate, it's kind of annoying, but... Can't give you gifts. Feels bad. I don't know who these gifts are for, though, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I just need to talk to someone so I can see the menu. Hold on.
So, you... a teacher?
Have any gifts? Have a tasty baked treat? This is what I think I already know is this one. Interested in art, I think I know. That's about the extent. So interested in art and flirtatious. Where is Flirty Boy at? I don't remember seeing him, to be honest with you. It's not Sylvain, right? Ignatz is the art one, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, we gotta speak to Sedith and Leonie too, apparently. I thought we already... Oh, it's because of the quest. I talked to him for the quest, not the thingamading. Let's go do that. Hello.
How are you managing the Sword of the Creator? No problems? I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish like that. You will need the sword's power on your next mission. I trust you will handle it without much issue.
Do I need the sword's power? I mean, I'm gonna carry it with me all the time anyway. It's only got 20 durability, though. You think for a weapon that powerful would be a little bit stronger.
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can.
Why don't you ask?
I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that.
Fair. Alright. You're the art dude, right?
Don't
Am I
you
thinking
think
of someone
Professor
else?
Hanneman, maybe he's...
Might be thinking of someone else now that I think about this, but...
Oh, that's mine.
I was correct.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Now we gotta find dude whose name I don't remember. I never remember anyone's name until I see them. I apologize. This is unfortunately how I am. He might not be out. I don't think it's Sylvain that I'm thinking of. I'm fairly confident it's not Sylvain that I'm thinking of. But we'll check anyway. Because it wouldn't have been the first time I'm wrong, unfortunately.
Professor, don't misunderstand. I can't wait to
Lost items. No, not that. There you go. Oh, it was his. I was just thinking of the wrong person, apparently.
You really saved it.
Look at me being an idiot. Adores sweets. Is that gonna be Mercedes instead of Annette? I thought it would be Annette. Picky about their betting. Devoted to training. Welcome to this game, and me. Probably a bad pairing, considering I have to find items. You're devoted to training. Caspar. Is this your item? No, not gifts. Lost item.
What's this?
No, not you. Won't you ugh me? Just because I'm standing here? That's rude. Is Raphael dedicated to training? I'm not entirely sure about that one. Hilda likes sweets? Ingrid's dedicated to training, right? So is Dimitri. So are a lot of people, let's be honest here. That's not much of a hint.
What is this?
Lost items.
No.
Nope. Well, let's go see if the sweets is for Mercedes. I feel like that's a little bit of an odd potentiality, but we'll see.
Professor,
I don't think she's big enough on sweets for this to be hers.
Did you find
No. And we already know she's not repentant. I'm very bad at this. I thought the overcook was Felix's at some point already, right? It wasn't his. Sedith is probably the Rhea thing, so maybe we should go do that. A lot of load screens because I'm very inefficient about this, I apologize. Oh, you know what? It's not gonna be him. We're here already, but it's not gonna be him.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah. It's gonna be that kid who is here. Hello, Felix. We did already check you with the overcoat, right?
I know nothing.
Yeah, what about this?
That's
there
mine.
you go.
Thank you for finding.
You're welcome. It was one of those. He's a big trainer guy, you know? Anyway, kid, here's your portrait of Rhea. You probably shouldn't leave that randomly around.
I heard. I figure you.
Not gifts.
Hey, that.
You're welcome. Sweets. And horses. Probably the ones most likely that I can get without looking anything up. We'll try Hilda and probably just Hilda, but since they're both next to each other, I guess we try both of them.
Not possible.
It's fucking owl.
I thought, but since
Hello, is this yours?
never seen that.
Nope. I don't think it's yours, but hey.
No.
Is this yours? It was yours. Okay, well, I was incorrect again.
Thank you for.
You're welcome. Oh, that's right, she does talk about sweets a lot. Now the horses. The horses. Would that be Ingrid? I don't really see her caring for the horses much, but she is big on riding. It wasn't Marianne. Even though she's always around the animals. She's not specific to caring for horses. Let's try Ingrid. What's up?
Wow, what is Felix? Yes,
Hey, there
that's
we go.
mine. Thank you very much.
Should have saved that because she was already maxed out. It was a bit silly, but... Alright, I think that's all that I'm going to be able to reasonably figure out without looking things up. And since this is already 2 hours long, we're going to split all of these support scenes into just a separate video at the end. Because... Are there that many, actually? I think there's like 4. Well, these are all with each other, so... Mostly with each other. One of them's with me, isn't it? Oh no, you're sharing too. Okay, that's what it is. So there are 4 of them. Nah, we'll leave it in this video. I thought there were gonna be more than that. We don't have any outside of the house, right? Nah, no one outside of the house cares about me. We'll go ahead and do these now. And then, end of the day, and I can save it there and do inventory and all that jazz. I guess. Or we could just do the whole month again. You know what? Fuck it. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of cutscenes, though.
Good morning, Your Highness. Getting in some early training, huh?
Oh, it's not too terribly early. And what about you?
Oh, I'm just going for my morning walk. Hey, maybe you'd like to join me. It's a great way to start the day.
Morning walk? Funny. Gustav always kept the same habit. You really do remind me of your father, Annette.
I hear that a lot. Father was always busy with work, so he wasn't around much. But when he was home, he'd often take me with him for his walks.
Annette, something's been weighing on me. Something I've done terribly wrong. Your father, he worked tirelessly. I don't know if I ever saw him take a rest. I feel as though, in a way, we stole him from you.
I'll admit it was a bit lonely growing up, but I understand. Father loved his work. No one ever doubted that. Actually, I've been thinking recently that I'd like to talk to you more, Your Highness.
Oh? Any reason in particular?
Father was a man of few words, both with myself and my mother. But sometimes he would tell me about you. So, you don't really feel like a stranger to me. In a way, it's like I've known you for a long time. Almost as though you're my big brother.
Your big brother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I let that slip out. That was rude of me.
No, nonsense. I promise you, I don't mind at all. It's certain that my days would have been filled with more fun if I'd had a little sister like you. What kind of things did Gustav tell you about me? I'd love to hear more on this topic.
Do you really want to know? Well, for one, he used to tell this story about when you were a child and...
You know what? Never mind. I have a bad feeling about where this is going.
I agree, Dimitri.
How about you forget we had this talk altogether? And don't mention it to anyone.
I agree. Alright, let's see what shit talk Felix starts. This time with Ingrid.
Felix, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Time for our tactics lecture. You'll be there, won't you?
Those things are such a waste of time.
Nonsense. You're going to be there.
Must I?
Why is this such a chore? You went last time. Though you did all you could to disrupt things, as I recall. Brazenly rambling on about clear-cutting a nearby forest to secure a marching route. And attacking an enemy base, stealing their horses. You were incredibly disruptive, and even rude.
I was offering my honest opinion.
Then, you left before we were finished. What do you suppose happened after that?
I have no idea.
Well, the conversation got quite lively. We all began breaking down the viability of your somewhat maniacal plan. And apparently, similar tactics have been used to turn the tides of historic battles.
That may be an exaggeration. Successful armies must be able to handle unexpected situations. That starts with weapon mastery and creative tactics.
If you didn't have so much battlefield experience, you wouldn't be capable of such unique strategies. Which is why we need people like you. People who think creatively to lead the army.
Now you're just massaging my ego.
When have you ever minded? We need you there. Just come on.
Mm-hmm.
Felix is, he behaves like a remarkably young child sometimes.
Wow, Ash, training again? You're taking this whole knight thing pretty seriously.
It's just my daily training. Maybe you could stand to be a little more eager yourself? If I want to be a great knight, I've got no choice but to put the effort in.
No choice? I think you're making life too difficult. Knights don't have to be perfect. All I'm saying is, I've seen some pretty sloppy knights out there.
That's not going to be me. I'm going to be a proud knight, virtuous and gallant.
Virtuous and gallant? Are you kidding me? If you just ride around being virtuous, people will get fed up. They'll boot you out of town.
It's never wrong to have virtue, not even if it means being made an outcast.
Interesting idea. You think very highly of this whole virtue thing. Say, have there been any knights who became great just by thinking highly of themselves? Think on this. Knights are supposed to protect people and earn their admiration. Isn't that right?
Well, yes. So what are you saying I should do?
Seize people's hearts!
What do you mean?
I knew that's where this was going.
You want people to love you? Offer them something they haven't got. Guess what that is? It's you, Ash. They don't have you. Get out there, buddy. Be valiant. Help people. Here, I'll show you how it works.
Sylvain, don't go bothering people.
Hey there, cutie. You seem to have lots of bags there. They must be heavy. My name's Sylvain. Let me help you out. Are these going in the warehouse?
Helping out those in need, I guess that's a good start.
No thanks necessary. It's been enough just to be able to talk to you. Well, if you insist. How about we go get some tea?
Oh man, tea
It must
party.
be fate that we met like this. I'd like to get to know you.
Great knight, huh? More like a great philanderer. Seems like all he wants to do is flirt with women. No, I can't allow this. I have to stop him.
What's wrong with the man, you know? He's helping out the ladies, and the ladies like it and get them tea. Quotation marks.
Oh no, this isn't right. Now what am I supposed to do?
What's the matter, Mercedes?
I just realized I didn't use my activity time
I
yet.
accidentally made this food much sweeter than I wanted.
Let me taste it.
See, she likes sweet stuff. But anyway, I have to use that activity points
a
before I
little sweet.
forget.
What if we try adding a few spices?
Huh? This is delicious! You're an amazing cook, Ash!
My dad used to own a restaurant. I helped out a lot around the kitchen, even as a little kid.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility to take on at an early age. No wonder you always work so hard. I might learn something if I watch you cook.
Well, no promises. I just have a little bit of experience, that's all. But look at you, you're great at baking cakes.
It's true that I'm quite good at baking, but I'm not the best when it comes to seasoning. Maybe it's because I don't like spicy food? It's tough to make food taste good when you don't enjoy it. I just had an idea. If the reason I can't cook spicy food is because I don't like it, then all I have to do is eat some spicy food. If I learn to like it, then I'll be better at making it, right?
I don't know, maybe. What makes you say that?
No, none of that matters. Once I've made a decision, I have to go with it. I'll make something spicy right away.
Oh, this won't end well.
I'm with Ash on this one. I was about to say
If I leave
that.
her to it, she'll make an even bigger mess.
Hey, Ash, which seasonings should I use? These ones?
Hold on, Mercedes. Let me show you. That one goes best with meat, but for stir fry, what you really want is this.
Attained support level C, and that's all of those. Gotta go spend our points, though. Someone was probably really worried I was gonna forget about those. What do we want to spend them on? Probably dining hall. But then after that, what? The Fish Bounty Festival. Let's see. Mercedes hates that. So the special isn't great. I mean, it's great for these people. We could bring Ash up. And then we could get some points with someone else. Like Edelgard or something. Petra. Or perhaps we could make something else. Like this. We could get Ash up. We could get Annette up. I could also just do this twice. We have 3 points. This, I mean, it's cutting into my own personal training. To train them. But is that better? Probably? I'm not sure. Let's take Ash and Annette. Mostly for the motivation, all things considered.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. And now I do. Alright, they're both maxed out. I actually get a professor level if I do that again. But again, I got a support thing. It's into my training. If I want to do training, I could up my sword, my sword. My stuff is so low. We're gonna do training twice. From somebody. Not sure who. I have Catherine train me in Sword. Because she's good at that, and that's how that works. Hello.
You equipped to think that I cannot imagine. As for them, I hope we find.
Is it good to train in Sword? I could train in Punch. Oh, that's what that statue bonus does. Okay, that's for XP gain. Okay. This takes a whole point to do this. Alternatively, I could be the person that spreads my points out into everything, which I believe is to be terribly inefficient. But I kind of want to do it anyway. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna be mediocre at everything. Are you ready? This is probably a terrible thing to do. If I want anything, it would probably be Faith.
Hey, you.
Or whatever it's called. Because that allows me to heal, which is beneficial.
You must be. However, you will most.
Which will take both points to level, unfortunately. I like how she has brawling too.
You
We'll
must
do
be.
it.
However, you will most.
We're gonna spend. Oh, we can only trade once per person. Right. We're gonna spend both of our points on faith, if we can. I don't actually know who else trains that. Now that I think about that. Well, it's not gonna be Gerald, right? He doesn't seem like the kind of person that would do that. Manuela, perhaps? Gilbert? Probably not. I don't remember what he had. I have my doubts about Manuela too, but we'll see.
It's things are.
Ah, you have it as well, okay. There we go.
I still have much to learn.
Not amazing, but we can heal. So we have two healers, two basic healers. Hello. Arcane Crystal. I passed that up earlier, but... And before we end, we fish. Because I'm pretty close to leveling, if I recall. I've only got 2 bait, though. That's not much. That was the wrong button. I was hitting B instead of A, like an idiot, so... It's a yellow one. Glimmering. Shit. 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 Not big on the rhythm today, apparently. A golden fish boasts a high cost. I got 2, 3, 4, and a level. I wanted to try and level before the next, like, free time or whatever, so we get more activity points for stuff. The number of adjuncts, I've never actually known how to pronounce that you can deploy, is increased. Master classes. Hey. You can assign someone to follow a unit into battle. Picking a class can provide one of 3 types of aid. Follow-up attack, guard, heal. Higher support levels. They get experience in battle, but do not lose weapon durability and do not die if the host unit is defeated. Okay, I may as well use this one too. So yellow is best. Just from a standpoint of money, I guess. First time I've seen that. But today is just not my day for rhythm. It could be better that the amount of rhythm games I play, but all these fish we're catching. Alright. I wish you got the activity point when you leveled up. That would make it very nice. I believe we're done, though. Ah, we're not done. Hold on. I see dialogue boxes. This video is going to be a little bit longer than I originally anticipated because I wasn't anticipating doing all of this stuff. Oh, you can't go in this way, you gotta go around the other way. Who designed this place?
Professor.
Hello. It's always a good time to speak with me.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor. Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that night gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains. It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me, too. At least until Lenato adopted me into his family. Come to think of it, you were originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan. That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
I mean, it is pretty different. There's a lot of traveling.
It sounds a lot more exciting, though. Traveling the world from conflict to conflict.
Not the conflict
But
part.
a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live.
It wasn't so bad.
Wow, I guess you must get used to it. That's really incredible, though.
You know, the murder and all that, it's fine.
I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages.
Hello, mystery person.
Lugh and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lugh is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
A ruffian,
Hey, creep! Don't touch the merch! What the? Somebody catch that thief! Cut him in half like my prices!
Please, calm down, ma'am.
Cut him in half like my prices.
You calm down, kid! If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me!
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Huh? Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
I just realized this is the battle map that we've gotten a couple of times. And I realized that because I saw the onager in the background. Now I wish I hadn't eaten. Well, I guess eating with him is what caused this to appear, so. Is it just the one? I thought there were two there. I didn't read that. It was 5 stars, whatever. It was Angelica seeds, whatever those are. Alright. That's gonna be it for this video. I was gonna do the whole month, but we'll just tack that onto the next video. But between this one and the next one, I'm going to fix everyone's inventory so that we all have appropriate weapons and other such things. We don't have clutter in our inventory and all that. Hello. Emblem. But anyway, yep, that's it for me. So thanks for watching. OBS didn't freeze this time as far as I know. I can check that real quick. It did not. Very good. Good job, OBS, you've done it. But thanks for watching. See you guys next time.